Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah and a single gal budgets. Welcome if you are new here, and hello to those of you who have been following for a while. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that you can join my community and be notified of any upcoming videos that come out. In today's video, I am just amalgamating some clips from some upcoming TikToks that have gone out so that you can see a few things. So you will be seeing my January budget going down onto my iPad sheet where I like to track things. You've already seen the spreadsheet version. You will be seeing me counting out my cash for January for the cash elements of my budget, as well as splitting that up into the weeks and popping that money aside for the savings challenges. I'm also going to go through all of my goals for the year, and that will include not just the financial ones but some of my business goals and some of my personal and well-being goals as well. So let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey, so this is me setting up my budget for January. Now I have already done this on the spreadsheet where it has all the granular figures, but this is where I like to kind of keep an overview of the month as well. So in terms of my fixed spending, it's exactly the same as it was for December. So I'm going to use this handy little feature, copy, paste. Love that. Very exciting. I can copy over the total as well. Oop, copy and paste. There we go. So that is my fixed spending already sorted. So we have got my mortgage, my cat's fixed bills, my fixed bills, the buffer, which if I don't use goes to the Pay It Forward challenge, and the charity donations. Now in terms of my cash envelopes, we'll do that one next. So January for me is a 5-week month. January's so long, isn't it? So annoying. Anyway, in terms of the things that I budget for cash, pop this on the right pen. We've got food, and that is going to be $2.50. We've got social, and that is going to be $1.50. And we've got MISC, which is 50, because that's £10 a week. So that totals, I should be able to do this in my head, 450. Lovely. In terms of savings, so my sinking funds gets 200, and the savings account, which I think is going to be for some hen parties that I've got 2 this year, there is £100 going into that, so that is 300 going into savings. As well as my emergency fund. I forgot about that, so that is wrong. So my emergency fund also gets 200, so that's 500 going into savings, so looking good. Now in terms of the variable spending, so this is the stuff that I keep in my bank account. So I do as much as I can in cash, but obviously that's just slightly annoying for some stuff, so I don't do all of it in cash. So in terms of the stuff that stays in my bank, travel, cats, self-care. If you can hear that noise in the background, it's my automatic feeder for my cat. It's great that he's eating, so that's nice. Events, which is kind of extra social if I need it, my dance classes, and a buffer, and I'm adding in a cleaner for January, because it's something I've always wanted with working a full-time job and doing this content and having quite a busy social life. It's just one of those things that stresses me out when it's not done, and you know, I'd rather pay someone than lose a social activity or you know, eat into my weekend. So that is a choice that I'm making, which controversially you may or may not agree with, but now I'm debt free. It's something I want to treat myself to. So in terms of the budget that I've got for these things, so for travel, giving myself 125, which works out to be £25 a week. The cats are getting £100. Self-care is also getting £100. Events is not getting anything in January. I do have a few things going on, but I think my my social cash will cover those, so then it's not getting anything. Dance is getting 46.50. I feel like Bruno's about to jump up. My buffer is basically anything that's kind of remaining. So that's this month is 129, 10, and then I've put £80 for a cleaner, which I think would be 2 hours once a fortnight, but I need to get in touch with I've been recommended someone by a friend, so I need to get in touch with them and actually decide what I'm doing. So let's add all that up. 125 plus 100 plus 100 plus 46.50. So that comes to 5.80 and 60 pence. So that is my budget for January. In terms of goals, so let's add a pretty little sticker to this first. They have like, do I have square ones? Here we go. So my goals are to actually finish the Pay It Forward challenge. And to stay under budget. Do I have any other goals? It's not a financial one, but I have a massive goal, and I don't think this will be January, but I really, really, really want to get 10,000 followers on TikTok. I think this is more of like a Q1 goal. So hopefully by the end of March, I might get there. We shall see. It's definitely something that I'd like to do. I know it's not a financial goal, but I think, you know, I've just put it down. Mostly because it would help financially, because when you get to 10,000 on TikTok, you can take part in a creator fund and start to get paid for very small amounts, but you can start to get paid for your content, and as I'm putting it up anyway, that would be nice, you know. So yeah, that's my goals. The other thing that I was going to show you quickly was I'm now kind of doing my digital planning. So this is my month, and then I've also started doing a bit of a vision board. So the plan, we can add in Pay It Forward. I don't think that colour will show. Let's do it in this colour. Pay It Forward to be finished. Stay under budget. And okay, if I want to get to 10,000 by the end of March, I need to, in January, get to 8,000 followers. Can't spell followers, can I? On TikTok. So yeah, there we go. That's January all set up. I hope your budgets are going well. And I'll do a check-in on this at the end of the month to let you know how I did. So now that my January budget is all set up, it is time to play with the cash. So in terms of cash, my cats are having a little fight in the corner. In terms of cash, what colour? This colour. This is cash, this is cash, this is cash, and my 200 sinking funds. So I should have £650 in cash. Now, I did some like jiggaroos and stuff like that with my with stuff I had in sinking funds and a bit of back to bank stuff. So I haven't actually been to the bank. I took out £200 in cash. and just took whatever denominations they had. So I may not have the right denominations this month, but I don't mind. So that is some of the cash, and then so here's the money I took out of the bank earlier today. So let's start by doing a count up. We should have £650. Put that back there for now. And I find it easier to do it in each denomination at a time. This is exciting, £650. I think this is one of the larger cash stuffings I've had because it's a 5-week month, so it's a bit more. Right, so let's start with the 20s. I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. And I'm actually just going to track that here so that I don't get lost and have to recount it again. And now for the £100, we've got £100. I wish these were £100 each. No, these are £10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3. That's nice and round, isn't it? So we should be left with £50 in £5 notes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Why have I done something wrong? I've got 670. Have I counted something wrong? Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, 200, 300. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's better. And then that's the extra 20. So there is 650. Don't know why I was doing that wrong. Okay, so let's now sort this out into the folder. So the way that I do it is splitting it out by weeks. We're going to ignore this. I suppose it kind of works. I'm still sticking with £50 each week for food, £30 for social, and £10 for miscellaneous. So I basically need 3 £20 notes and 3 £10 notes for each week. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that goes into week 1, and then rinse and repeat. So I'll probably speed you up for this. There we go. So that is the weekly spending money all separated out. And then the sinking funds money is here. So there should be £200. I am going to do a quick count just to make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So yeah, that is all there for the sinking funds. I am going to cash stuff that in a separate video. So for the time being, I'm just going to pop it into the sinking funds folder. Now, I was doing £50 a week, but I was struggling to keep up with doing that each week. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to do a sinking fund stuffing at some point during the month. Yeah, so I just wanted to share with you some of my goals for the upcoming year. I done it on here and made it all pretty and put some images in just to try and keep me focused on them. So in terms of my goals, I've split them down into like the business, so the single gal budget stuff, personal financial stuff, and well-being. So my goals for single gal budgets is to make my spring and summer seasonal challenges, and then potentially start selling them as a set, so like the 4 seasons. The 4 seasons set, there we go, that sounds good. I'd really like to get to 10k followers on TikTok. I think I'm on just over 7,000 at the moment, so that would be amazing. Start YouTube, although I did that in December, so we'll get rid of start, and we will set myself a followers goal. So I'm on about nearly 100, so let's go with 500. Oh, they're not called followers on YouTube, they're called subscribers. There we go. And I've put here remove A4 products from the shop. I'm umming and ahhing about this because I do get orders for them, but not that many. And it's a bit of a pain to have the A4 envelopes when I don't sell them that often. So I'm possibly thinking about making them digital, but TBC. And that one, my financial goals. So I want to save a 6-month emergency fund. I already have just over 3,500 saved. I need to get to, let's pop this in just very small. I need to get to 7,800. That's what I've worked out would be a 6-month emergency fund for me. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I will get the whole amount this year, but I want to start on that. I want to start paying down my student loan. So to do that, I'm going to use the 2k savings challenge and my penny savings challenge to overpay into there. Now there is approximately 6,500 I think left on it, but interest does get added and it's at 6.25% interest at the moment, which is crazy. So yeah, that's something I want to do. Want to stay debt free, massive aim there. And then I've worked out for my sinking funds and savings challenges that I have outside of these two, it's around 4k that I would like to save for that. Then the last stuff is well-being stuff. So I started a bit of a journey and I'm waiting for an ADHD assessment. I'd really love that to happen this year. I want to try and stop vaping. It's not a New Year's resolution because I'm useless at that. I am still vaping at the moment, but I would like to stop. I want to get myself a cleaner. I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, one of the things I find really difficult and which probably forms part of the ADHD is I work really well in a clean, tidy environment, but I find it very difficult to keep my environment clean and tidy, alongside being someone who works a full-time job. I run my Etsy shop, I do my content for TikTok and YouTube, I have a social life, I do shows. There's a lot of stuff. So having that support would be really helpful for me, and it's something that now I'm debt free I can do within my budget, which is lovely, and to see and do more shows. So I've put a couple of images here to, just keep me going. And then just some extra stuff down here. I'd like to go on holiday if I can, spend some more time in the garden, make sure my cats are healthy and happy. And this is, why did I draw on there? This is an image to remind me to relax and look after myself and do self-care. So yeah, those are my goals. I will split them down into quarterly goals. So if I head up here, I can do within this diary thing, I can do a Q1 overview and then a Q2, Q3, Q4. So I will break them down, and it breaks them down into months as well in terms of what I need to do to achieve my goals. So I will do that in another video because I don't have the headspace for that right now. So yeah, those are my goals. I would love to see what are you up to? What are your goals? Do you have any big financial goals? Are you looking to pay off your debt this year? Are you looking to slash your debt this year? What are you saving for? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. I hope you found that information useful and just seeing some real person budgeting. I make this content and I aim to make this content weekly where possible. I do work a full-time job though, so sometimes that's not always the case. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe and all of those great things so that we can build a community of people who enjoy cash stuffing, budgeting and, you know, sorting out their financial life to try and find some sense of financial freedom or financial independence and happiness. See you all soon.